Hey guys, my name is Divya. I am a doctor and I've been in a management role with a healthcare company for a while. I've been doing a series of videos on my channel to help everybody in the community get certified with whatever management exam they're taking. So if you're taking the PMP or the SHRM, you're in the right place, guys. I've made tons of videos on these exams and tried to help lots of professionals get certified, and I do hope that I'm doing the right thing by doing this. Okay guys, so it's the start of the new year. So let's start 2021 with a big bang, with lots of hope, with lots of studying and good learning. So if you're out there in the community and you're studying for something and you're a full-time working professional, then how do you find the time to actually study while working full-time? So I wanted to make a whole video today about this topic, but because this is what I've been doing for the last 10 years. I've been working full-time and I've been taking tons and tons of exams. So how do we get started? Well, here we go. Tip number 1. You need to switch off all those extra notifications on your phone. So I recently read a book called Make Time, and it was a life-changing book. I'll leave the link in the description box below. But it's one of the books that tells you various ways of making time in your life to actually do something that you want to do. So I'm guessing that everybody out here is a working professional. You have some kind of job. It's 9 to 5. It's probably more than 9 to 5. And you definitely need to find time to study. You're probably aiming for a certification, which means lots and lots and lots of studying. So why are we wasting time looking at our notifications? So the phone automatically sets notifications to on for most of the apps, and I think it's our responsibility to turn it off, especially while we're studying. So take these 6 months, turn off your Facebook, turn off your Twitter, turn off your Gmail, and believe me, your eyes are going to be more relaxed. Relaxed people study better, because guess what? Your screen time now is lower and you can focus, literally focus your attention more on the studying and hopefully on paper. So this is really my number 1 tip. Switch off all those extra notifications on your phone. I did it while studying for the SHRM, and believe me, even though I've passed my exam, I haven't gone back. I haven't gone back to switching on any of the notifications. I check my personal email once a day, and I think it's really enough. It really is, guys. Believe me. Tip number 2. Forgo TV 3 times a week. So usually in the evenings, we come home, we have dinner, and then we just watch TV, unwind, do something, and then go to bed. So 3 times a week, not every day, but 3 times a week, do not watch TV and study for an hour in the evening. Give yourself that 1 hour in the evening, and believe me, the little chunks will add up really, really quickly. Tip number 3. If you're a working full-time professional, you probably have a lunch hour. And if you do, take a little bit of that time to study. So if you have an hour lunch, take half an hour to eat, and take half an hour to study. I know half an hour sounds really, really little, but again, the small chunks at the end of 2 weeks really add up, and you will see the topics that you've covered have made a huge, huge difference to your syllabi. Tip number 4, study during the weekend, but not the entire weekend. What do I mean by this? So if you have a Saturday, Sunday, dedicate an hour and a half slot to actually studying. So let's just say you start studying at 10 a.m., just stop studying at 11:30 or noon. You should be done by then, and then you have time to do the rest of the things. This way you don't spoil your entire weekend studying. Yes, I said spoil, because you do have other things to do. I mean, you're a working full-time professional, you probably have families and kids and other responsibilities to take care of. Run errands, do the grocery shopping. The list goes on and on. So take an hour and a half on Saturday and Sunday, study an hour and a half to 2 hours each, and then the rest of the weekend you actually do what you want to do. Again, I am focusing on small chunks of time to studying because this is really, really effective. It's the only thing that worked for me, because if I thought that I'll study the entire Saturday or the entire Sunday, it just fatigued me. It gave me headaches. It made me less productive. It even demotivated me. So I think a little bit at a time, Stretch your time, study in little chunks, and believe me, everything will add up. Tip number 5, make a distraction list. Now, what is a distraction list? So this is a really interesting concept, and I got it from Chat. It's another channel that I watch. And one of the things that she said is that when we're studying, we remember all sorts of things to do. And believe me, I am really a victim of this one. I always remember the things I have to buy for my son. I remember the grocery shopping list. I remember the bills to be paid, and I remember all the other things at work that are pending. So what I started doing was making this distraction list while studying. It's just a little piece of paper so that if you're reminded of something, you can just write down in the distraction list, and that ensure that you take care of it after your studying slot time, not while you're studying. So while you're studying, keep all those to-do items written down on a piece of paper to be taken care of later on. Tip number 6, while studying, please keep your phone away. It's the easiest thing to look at your phone, start checking your messages, your email, or even calling people that you haven't called in a while you're studying. But it's really, really a bad idea. So I keep my phone a little far away so that if it actually rings, then I know I have to pick it up, because heaven forbid it's an emergency. But it shouldn't be at arm's length so that I can pick it up and start messaging someone or checking other YouTube videos. Tip number 7, ask for help. There'll always be a ton of things that you do as a working full-time professional that take away a lot of your time. Obviously, things at work are to be taken care of by you, but maybe there are other things that you can delegate. So for me, I know a big chunk of my time goes away cooking, because it's something that I do pretty regularly at home for my kids and family. So while studying, I started asking for help. I started wondering if for a few months I can get the vegetables chopped by somebody else. I started wondering if somebody could do the initial pre-prep work for certain items that I make every day. The little bit of extra time and extra help really helps you out. So this is just an example that I gave you in terms of time management, because I know what takes away a lot of my time when I'm not at work. But it could be something else for you. Maybe you spend time ironing your clothes. Maybe you do something else which is over and above the others, and you could find a way to ask someone to help you out. Maybe your spouse. Maybe your kids are grown up and they can help you out. And I think asking for help for a few months because you're studying and taking the certification exam is totally, totally worth it. Tip number 8. Video watching is really good, but don't make it an addiction. By saying this, I know I'm hurting my own foot, but I think I really mean it, guys. A lot of videos are educational, they're good learning, and they're inspirational. But if we're watching too many videos while studying, then obviously we're hurting ourselves. So I think we need to watch videos. We do need to watch the helpful videos, but I think over and above that, let's keep it at a minimal. Let's ensure that it's not affecting our studying. Tip number 9. Some outdoor partying and some get-togethers are good. Basically what I'm saying is it's good to take a break. In most of my videos, I've said that if you're studying for a management exam, take about 6 months to study. You're probably not studying every single day of these 6 months, but you're studying on many days. The other days, just try to relax your mind. Do have get-togethers, or do interact with your family members and cousins, whatever is possible in the middle of a pandemic, and ensure that you're relaxing yourself. I think that it gives your brain a boost, and it actually helps you study better. Tip number 10. This is really my most important tip, and the tip that I have learned over the years. Take an entire year off. What do I mean by that? If you just cracked a management exam in 2020, take 2021 off and don't take any certification exams. I don't think this has to be a marathon where you have to take certification exam after certification exam. So it doesn't have to be exam after exam every single year. I think it should be exam, 1 year off, exam, 1 year off. So if you took an exam in 2020, take 2021 off, and then take an exam in 2022. The reason I say this is that this would make your learning lifelong, and certifications would be more enjoyable. It would be better to study every other year than to study every year. This is just my humble opinion and what I've experienced in the last decade. So I do hope that it's helping you guys out. So here were my 10 tips, guys. 10 tips to studying better and to making time for studying as a working full-time professional. I really, really hope these tips are helping you. Thank you so much for watching.